Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing fantastic. Today we have someone very special from the Nepal Tourism Board and we have Mr. Mani sir. So welcome to the conversation with Trawel Mart. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm looking forward to know a lot more about Nepal. So welcome.
Thank you, Spoorthi. It is really nice getting connecting with you again. We had a very good time in recent Sathe.
Yes,
Uh,
absolutely.
I've been
Looking
more than
forward to
happy to.
meet you again in the upcoming Satya as well. Sir, just tell us about Nepal is something which is very close to us. Like, it's a very nearby destination. It's actually, we are
Mm.
connected. It's actually a part of India, is what we feel always. But if I have to go a little deeper, tell us about Nepal from your perspective.
Nepal is a place having everything, you can have the feeling of the Indian plainlands or the feeling of high Himalayas. So from plain to high Himalayas, we have everything. And the good thing about Nepal is that, as you have mentioned, the people, religion, culture are more or less same. When I travel to India, most people, they are confused whether I'm Nepali or Indian. They talk to me in Indian style, or whenever an Indian travels to Nepal, then he or she is treated like a Nepali. I mean, so there is no such variation on our physics or our on our looks, basically. So that is there. That why I'm telling you this is that, when an Indian travels to Nepal, he feels homely feeling is there, because
Correct.
most of the Nepalese people of touristic area, like let's say Kathmandu, Pokhara, Chitwan, Lumbini, or trekking areas like Annapurna, Everest, or Langtang area, most of the people, they understand Hindi language, and in city areas they can fluently speak Hindi language. So communication is not a problem, and we have
Right.
so many Indian restaurants, like we can have South Indian dosa or North Indian dishes. So for food items, whatever you have in India, like roti, chapati, or whatever you have there in India, we have that available in major trekking routes, and also in major city areas. So food is also not a problem. Communication is not a problem, and we have it is very easy to transact your currency. Like Indian currencies are widely accepted all over Nepal. Though there is some restrictions for 500 and above notes, but 500 and below notes, that is widely accepted. And
What is the
also,
currency in Nepal, sir?
it's Nepali rupees. Like you have
Okay.
Indian rupees, we have Nepali rupees, and you are 60 rupees more than us. Like if you bring 100 rupees from India, then it will be 160 rupees in Nepali. So that also, like comparatively, it will be 60 rupees. We are our product is cheaper than yours, because
Okay.
on that 100, like you can get the product of 160 rupees.
Correct.
And
Correct.
talking about the currency, like the Visa, Mastercard, or American Express, they're widely accepted anywhere here in Nepal, and also you can draw the money from ATMs as well. So these are the basics. And
Fantastic.
regarding
Then how
the
about the
attractions,
visa, if I have to ask you?
visa, I think India is the only country, and Indians are the only citizens who can travel to Nepal without any visa. Just you need to
Okay.
have the government issued ID cards, that could be voter ID or the Aadhaar card. Otherwise, if you have passport, that's so much the better. Otherwise, any government issued voter ID or Aadhaar card will do.
So
And
even without a
one
passport also can travel to Nepal.
definitely, yeah, and that's why, you'll be traveling to international destination without passport and visa, and probably
Okay.
Nepal is the only country for Indians to travel in that way.
Okay. This
So.
I didn't know.
Uh, Yeah, and we are well connected with India. There are at least three flights from Delhi to Kathmandu, and it's 1.5 hour flight from there. So near. And beside that, there are flight connections from Mumbai, Bangalore, and Kolkata and Varanasi.
Okay.
And from January 1st, one of the Nepalese airlines, named as Buddha Airlines, they're planning to fly from Pokhara to Varanasi as well. So that is there. that is there.
Okay,
So
great. So is
otherwise,
there a direct
yeah,
flight from, apart from Delhi, where are the direct connecting flights? I mean, direct flights from India?
yeah, I have just mentioned like to Kolkata, to Varanasi, to Mumbai, to Bangalore.
So Bangalore
So
also there is a direct flight.
yeah, yeah, Nepal Airlines, they have flight directly with to Bangalore, and
Okay.
all major airlines from India like Air India, Vistara, SpiceJet, SpiceJet I think no more. So Indigo, all major airlines they fly from like Indo Nepal route. So
Fantastic,
flying is
fantastic.
not a problem. And recently, what we are doing is we are promoting the border tourism also. And
Hmm.
these days, most of the cities which are near to Nepal border, I'm like 10-15 kilometers or 20 kilometers areas, or maximum 50-60 kilometer areas, they have like the Indian government has upgraded their airport. So sometimes what
Hmm.
happens is like there is huge traffic on Delhi Kathmandu route, and the ticket goes the ticket pricing is like sometimes it costs more than 25,000 INR for one way ticket. So in
Hmm.
that time, we're suggesting that people may fly from Bangalore to, let's say, Bangalore to Gorakhpur, and then
Hmm.
from there to drive to Nepal border, and they will enter to Nepal, and from Nepal they can do the sightseeing in Lumbini areas, and then they can fly from Lumbini to Kathmandu. That is also there.
Fantastic.
Also, yeah, also they may fly to Darbhanga. That has
Hmm.
also become a good domestic airport. So like
Hmm.
from Bangalore, Mumbai, big cities, they can fly over there near to Nepal border, and then like half an hour or 1 hour, 2 hour drive, they will reach here, and then after that, like you are all in Nepal. So
That's
that way
amazing,
also,
sir.
yeah,
So
that
in
is
terms
also
of tourists
possible.
coming to Nepal, for example, now the connectivity is so easy. Even in terms of communication is easy. Currency-wise, you have told us. Now to understand, if somebody has to plan Nepal over any other countries, why should they choose Nepal?
Nepal, like mostly for during summer time when you have the holidays at school, and some of your offices are also closed. So the great discount that great concession that you get in Nepal is the temperature, because
Mm,
like in most of the places in India you have temperature over 40, or some of the places you have 50 degrees plus. But in
correct.
Kathmandu, the maximum temperature as of now we have is 34 degree. So like if
Mm,
you are staying if you are staying in let's say Bangalore, I think their temperature goes up to 48 degree, and here we have just 34 degree. That means you already get 14 degrees centigrade as a concession, or a
So
big
Bangalore
discount.
is always 30, 34 maximum, doesn't go to 40,
Uh,
but yeah, Delhi and all goes maximum to 45, 48 and all of that. So yes,
yeah,
that's an amazing thing. Yeah.
yeah, and it is not like the Nepal. Most of the touristic destination they're not overcrowded. we have
Mm,
we have limited population, so and that makes like the destination very easy. Like walking is not a problem, like you can walk or roam around anywhere. And Nepal is popular for trekking. So these days, after the release of that movie A Jawani Hai Diwani of Ranbir Kapoor and other lady, I forgot her name. So that has generated the interest of the young Indians also to do trekking. So,
correct,
and
correct,
with that, in Nepal also, we are seeing so many Indian youngsters doing trekking in Annapurna region,
correct.
in Everest region, in Langtang region. Otherwise, like ideally, Indians are here for honeymoon or
Mm,
cultural tours, pilgrimage tour.
mm,
Now Nepal is more than honeymooners. I'm like, or the pilgrimages. So like
mm,
the people like of your age, you come here for trekking, or other adventure activities like rafting, or even Vivek Oberoi, he did that bungee jumping, I think, and paragliding. So adventure
mm.
activities is also there, as well as for your father or grandfather's pilgrimage is also there.
Correct,
Muktinath is one
correct.
of the temple where Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister of India, he paid visit to Muktinath. And after his
Mm,
visit, 3 years back, now there has been maximum number of Indian travelers visiting
mm,
Muktinath. And why
mm,
they are visiting Muktinath is, earlier you need to trek to go up there,
mm,
but now there is road connectivity from Pokhara, and it takes 2 days for you to reach
Mm.
up to Muktinath.
Mm.
So nowadays, so many people, like Indian people, they are traveling to Muktinath, which falls
Mm.
in one
I
on
think
a
there is a
Pulipat
connectivity
level.
to helicopter as well, right?
Helicopter is like, and that is everywhere, like you don't need anything for helicopter. So but like by road also, road is also good now, nowadays, so
Great.
that is there. And Mr. Modi has been, I mean, like he we call him as a political celebrity. So
Mm.
after his visit, there has been huge impact on Indian travelers, especially for the pilgrimages.
Okay.
People are traveling to, I mean, there are at least, 5 to 10,000 Indian travelers, of different ways, like they're visiting Pashupatinath every day,
Mm.
sometime. Otherwise, at least, 5,000 people visiting Pashupatinath in Kathmandu or Janakpur, the birthplace of Lord Sita. So
Okay.
that is also there, and now there is, the bus connection between the Janakpur and Ayodhya.
Okay.
Janakpur is the place for Sita, and Ayodhya is the place of Ram. So there is also bus connection. I mean, like, and that road is also well connected with many Indian cities. And Darbhanga airport is also nearby that the Janakpur area.
Okay.
So,
Fantastic.
so
That's
that is
amazing,
also.
sir. Good to know. So now if I have to ask you quickly about what are those, if for example, if somebody is traveling to Nepal for a quick holiday, like, they want to plan a holiday, how many days is ideal to travel to Nepal?
These days, like, the travel trend is that, people have more money but less time. Okay, so in that case, 3 4 days for them, like we have, like, like from 3 4 days to 7 8 days. Let's say, like, most of the Indian people, what they do normally is they travel. They come here for visit of Kathmandu, then Chitwan, and then Pokhara. So that
Hmm.
becomes 7 nights 8 days. 2 or 3 nights in Kathmandu, then 2 nights in Pokhara, 2 nights in Chitwan. So, like. 7 nights 8 days. That has been the ideal package for Indian since long, like since 40
Hmm.
50 years. And
Okay.
nowadays, what Indians are doing is, like, they come here for 3 4 days, quick visit, and they come here, and then they pay homage to Pashupatinath, and go to Buddha Nilkantha, another sleeping
Hmm.
Vishnu temple, and they take helicopter, and then they go to Everest base camp, you know,
Correct.
see there, and then come
Everest
back.
Base Camp, if somebody wants to do Everest Base Camp, what is the ideal number of days that somebody has to plan?
Like, if you want to go by on trek on foot, then it is 12 to 14 days, depending upon your health condition.
Hmm?
At least 12 to 14 days. And Uchai movie has very nicely presented that Everest base camp trek. They have also given that day by day itinerary. That has
Right.
also attracted that has also
Lot.
attracted the Indian travelers, and they have put Everest as a must to do, the trekking. I mean,
Correct.
like, the must visit
Absolutely.
place.
Absolutely. Most beautiful place,
So,
no, undoubtedly.
yeah, so for those sort of trekking, what they are doing, it will take 12 to 14 days from
Okay.
Lukla to back to Lukla, base camp and back.
Okay.
Otherwise, if there are some helicopter companies, they're offering packages from
Hmm.
Kathmandu, and so the helicopter takes you to the Everest base camp, and then or Kalapatar area, the nearby, and then they bring you back to one of the nice restaurant where you have unobstructed view of Everest and all the mountain ranges. You have your breakfast
Fantastic.
and then come back. So
Hmm.
that package is also
That is
is
just
very
two
good.
days.
I'm like, yeah, if the weather is good, 2 3 days is fine. And the
Okay,
one, I'm
fantastic.
go
Then I
to
would
you go to
definitely love
Everest.
to do that. I mean, definitely not possible to take a long break of 12 days, but yeah, if this is something which helicopter offers, like just taking us there, I think these are some destinations which, travelers who are typical travelers would love to explore and things like that. I think a lot of
Mhm.
awareness about this, doing a lot of, I know there is some movies and all of that, but introducing this to a lot of, young crowd and all of that, maybe this would be one of the best destinations because by
Yeah,
listening
yeah.
to it, it creates a lot of curiosity and then how amazing it could be, how beautiful this destination. Because Everest is something, once in a lifetime that everybody would wish to do it, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
think
yeah.
this is
That is,
something which
yeah,
is amazing.
that is the main thing. And otherwise, like, if you go to Pokhara, then you are packed with the adventure activities. Like, you can do small, like, little bungee jumping, or paragliding, or like, on that, I forgot that name. Like, but one seater helicopter ride over the mountains. That is called I forgot. So that activities is also there, and at the
Mm.
same time nowadays there is this thing the cable car. Cable car is also there, and ultralight. I remember the name. Ultralight flight is also there,
Fantastic.
and of course rafting nearby places, and also and Pokhara is a fun destination. So they have like world class bars, discotheque, and like so much of night activities. It
Yes.
opens until 1 or
Like
2
you
p.m.
mentioned,
2
I
a.m.
have heard Nepal has one of the best nightlifes in the world. So if you could
It is said.
highlight
It
on
is said.
this.
I mean, yeah, one of the club named as LOD that has been voted as ranked as world's 52nd top bar in the world, dance club in the
That's
world.
in Kathmandu.
Yeah, that's in Kathmandu.
Okay, okay, great. So, sir, if I
That's
have
that's
to
that's
talk about
amazing
the
place. Super place.
itinerary according to you, so somebody
Mhm.
comes to Nepal, lands in Kathmandu. So, what is the first 2 days that they can do in Kathmandu?
Sightseeing, like we have Nepal is the only place which has 7 cultural heritage sites within 30-kilometer periphery area.
Okay.
So
So,
most
the
of the
first 2 days they
westernmost
will do this 30
sightseeing,
cultural
cultural tour.
heritage centers. Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic. And then,
the 7 cultural sites. Out of that, 6 cultural sites would be covered in 2 days. Like
hmm,
day one, onward, day two, they go to 3 cultural, I mean, heritage sites, and another day they
fantastic.
will go to another 3 sites, and then day 4 they can either fly or drive to Pokhara.
Hmm.
Okay, if they drive, it is 200 kilometers, but it takes 7 8 hours because the road is like it's mountainous,
Yes,
so
yes,
not
yes,
that
yes.
fast. And then like they spend 2 nights there,
Hmm.
2 nights
And if
there,
they're taking
like
a flight, it's just an hour flight, I guess, right?
yeah, 25 minutes, 25 minutes.
Hmm. Hmm. How
So
much? 25
uh,
minutes.
25 minutes, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, that's quick.
Yeah. You sit and you just like
That's
the air
Pokhara.
will ask you to go to, yeah, that's the Pokhara.
Okay.
And then
And what is there in Pokhara?
yeah, they'll do like, I mean, like they can do small hiking, trekking. Like they have so much of activities there. It's a more adventure
Okay.
type. Or
Okay.
if they are adventure lover, they can do 1 day hike or 2 day
Hmm.
hike in the
Okay. So,
nearby destinations. So after that, they can drive or fly to Chitwan.
okay. Great.
And if they fly, I'm like, if they fly, it's around less than 20 minutes flight from there
Hmm.
to Chitwan. If they drive, it is around 4 to 5 hours.
Hmm.
So, and they'll reach Chitwan, and Chitwan is full of wildlife adventure. You'll see tiger. Like if you're lucky, you'll see tiger. Otherwise, like rhinoceros, you'll do jeep safari and so many other like and boating and everything, and cultural dances and all. So you'll have like 2 nights jungle activities, 2 nights or 3 nights jungle
Fantastic.
activities. After that, you can fly back to Kathmandu or drive all the way to Kathmandu. It is around 175 kilometers and takes around 6 hours if you drive. So that
Great.
is the ideal one, like ideal one. Like after that, 1 night in Kathmandu, then go. So like that is 3 nights in Kathmandu, 2 nights Pokhara, 2 nights Chittagong. That is what most people do. If you have more time and you want to expand up to Lumbini, and there is also opportunity. Lumbini is the birthplace of Lord Buddha, where you'll do the cultural sightseeing, and 1 night you can spend there, and then like while traveling from Pokhara to Chitwan, you can go to Lumbini and then come to Chitwan. Or
Okay.
after Chitwan, you
So, if
can drive
somebody
to
like me
Lumbini.
wants to just do Kathmandu and Everest base camp, that is also possible in 4 5 nights.
Command on every space camp, like if like it depends on your pocket, like because helicopter is a little costly, so costly. So
How
like day one
costly
you
is it?
arrive, so day one you arrive, day two you fly to Everest, and then like 3 4 hours you will be back to Kathmandu. After that you are on your one free time, and day three you can go back. So that will be like
So,
the sweet spot.
Everest base camp, what could be the average costing of entire Everest base camp, sir? If
Right
you're
now,
going in a helicopter.
helicopter, it depends, like they normally charge for 3.5 or 4 hours,
Hmm.
of course, and I'm not pretty sure. Around like they charge $2,500, $3,000 per hour.
Hmm.
So but I'm not pretty sure because we don't sell packages. We just
Mm.
inform, like we just provide the information. So
Correct, makes
that is,
sense.
yeah. But but there are some companies who also have that group joining tours as well, where they
Great.
charge you around 1,000 or 1,500 for that
Mm.
tour, and then take you back to Kathmandu. That
Fantastic.
package is also there. Yeah.
Okay, this is amazing. So, if at all, if in case, if there is this concept of sending parents to a pilgrimage trip to Nepal, right?
Mhm.
If elderly people are willing to do a Nepal tour, or if kids, I mean, youngsters are wanting to send their parents to Nepal, what are the must-do destinations and what is the ideal itinerary? How many days is perfect?
Okay, for them, 2 or 3 nights in Kathmandu because when you are in Kathmandu, you must visit Pashupatinath, Bole Baba.
Mm, mm,
So Pashupatinath is number one, and number two is Buddha Nilkantha, that is the
mm.
sleeping Vishnu. So
Okay.
Hindus, they don't worship Brahma. So
Mm,
Vishnu and Maheshwar we have to worship. So at least 2 days for that, or you
mm,
can cover both the destination in one day also
mm,
because it's within the city. So that is number one. And after
mm,
that, like if they are interested on seeing on palaces or stupas, and then
mm,
they can add another 2 days. Bodhanath, that's big round stupa, and another Swambhunath, built on Ilap. But these are the places. Otherwise, like other three are the old temple. I mean, like old darbars, like Kahman Darbar Square, Patan Darbar Square, Bhaktapur Darbar Square. So these are the Darbar Square. Otherwise, beside Pashupati and Bodhanath, I mean, like Swambhu, and Pashupatinath and Buddha Nilkantha, Swambhu and Bodhanath. Okay, so these are, I mean, 6 cultural sites. You will be covering one, and that Buddha Nilkantha. The next one would be, I'm like I mean, like senior citizens. They definitely would like to go to Muktinath. By name itself, you can understand Mukti. Like it will give you Mukti from your all sins and all. So Muktinath would be another place. For that, you have two options. You can fly to Pokhara, and then next day you have to stay one night because the flight to Muktinath is they operate only in the morning.
mm.
And if you are lucky, then you can fly Kathmandu to Pokhara, and then same day you can fly to Muktinath, on Jomsom, and then next day you can come back. Otherwise, you have to go to Pokhara, stay one night. Next morning you can try for Muktinath. Otherwise, next day you drive uh, to Jomsom area, and then from then another day you cover Muktinath and come back. So there is 3 days another for Pokhara and Muktinath, and then you are done with the pilgrimage. And if you have a little more time and you want to see the birthplace of Lord Sita, then Janakpuri could be added. For that, you have to drive from Pokhara, or you have to come back to Kathmandu and then fly to Janakpur and then come back.
Fantastic, fantastic, sir. Fantastic.
Or
I
or or
mean,
or, or,
the
or,
whole
or if you are
idea of
Buddhist
this.
philosopher, and additionally if you are I'm like if you have some faith on Buddhism, then you can extend I'm like from Pokhara to Lumbini also you can fly and go to Lumbini and then fly back
Okay,
to
so if you're a slow traveler and want to explore a lot of things in Nepal, then you can go up to 15 to 20 days also. But if you are like a quick traveler, if you want to finish it off, fast, and you can start from anything between 4 nights to 8 nights.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. So finally, what you have to say for the Indian travelers who are planning Nepal as one of their destinations?
I would like to request all the Indians or prospective Indian travelers to come visit Nepal. It is like the welcome that you'll be receiving here. You'll forget your home. It's like second home to you, from communication to eating to everything. Like everything is like even the vehicles that we have in the roads are either Maruti or I mean, like all Indian vehicles are here, and every Indian items are also available here. I mean, like the foodies or anything. So and the good thing is that temperature is really nice here. Temperature and people are really nice, and within this like small tiny country, you have variations of the uh, diversity. You can see the diversity. You can see different faces, like Brahmin community, like me. I have different face, and if you meet another community, they have different, like little different faces. And if you are in Kathmandu, you see the type of vegetation that you see in Kathmandu, and the type of vegetation that you'll be seeing in Annapurna region, it is different. And the type of vegetation that you see in Annapurna region and the type of vegetation that you see in Lumbini area, that is different. And temperature Kathmandu is different, Pokhara is different, and Lumbini is different. So what we call is like, morning you have breakfast in the mountains, lunch in the hills, and dinner at Tarai. So
Hmm.
those, if you want to, like, same day you can experience all. Like, let's say I
Correct.
was talking to you about that Everest thing. So all your money you go to Everest, that, and you can have breakfast in the mountains. Let's say you come here and fly to Pokhara, you can have lunch in the hills. Pokhara is like hill area. And then in the evening you go to Chitwan, then you'll have dinner in Tarai, flatland. So same day you can have different temperatures and different, like, the geographical conditions as well. So
Fantastic.
it is a good package destination. Yeah.
Absolutely. So totally, it sounds very interesting, and I think we will definitely spread a lot of awareness about Nepal in the Indian sector and especially South Indian market from now onwards, because I feel it's one of those destinations that everybody must visit once in a lifetime. So we'll definitely look forward to it. And those who are watching this interview, I'm sure you now know a lot of things about Nepal. It's very close to us. It has direct access through the flights. You don't even need a passport, which was something which I didn't know, and easy access to the country with just having a few documents. No visa, no passport is required, and then you have very good there's no issue with the communication as well, because a lot of them understand Hindi, and also food also there's not a problem, and you can do a holiday which is about 4 days, 4 nights, until up to 20 nights also, depending on your availability and your time schedule. So what are you waiting for? Just get in touch with Travel Mart to plan your Nepal holiday, and we will look forward to take you there. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, sir, for joining us. It was a honor to have you on board, and thanks for telling us in detail about this beautiful destination.
Thank you, Skuti for having me here on your program, and giving me the opportunity to tell you something about Nepal. We'll be
Thank
in
you.
touch.
Definitely. Thank you very much.